now for the LA Ironmen to stay in this event and get their record back even to 1-1. But Dynasty, after looking a little slow to start the last match, they came out looking pretty strong as they were able to come back against X Factor.
Yeah, you know, these two teams, they've played 15 times over the past 7 years. Dynasty's won 7, while the Ironmen have won 8. So it's pretty crazy. It's very, very close. When the Ironmen win, they win by an average of right around 3 points, whereas when Dynasty beats the Ironmen, they win by a pretty substantial margin, a little over 4. So I can't wait to see it. You know, the Ironmen this is a test for them. They really haven't performed this year like they've wanted to, and if you've been tuning in, you know this already, and we're just kind of waiting for them to break out. You know, we're waiting for them to stop playing timid. It's almost kind of like they're playing timid.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they lost 3-5 earlier against Vicious, which is unheard of usually. But like right now, Dynasty needs to come out of the box, and Ironman need to prove something right now too.
Yeah, Ironman, they got to get back in this tournament. I mean, it's just one game. You can always win this game, win games tomorrow, but you know, you never want to leave the first day 0-2.
No,
you know,
God,
it's really tough because then you start questioning everything that you've been doing. You know, try and make adjustments. Sometimes you overthink it. You know, Ironman, they did play well against Vicious that first game. You know, but I just felt like, you know, we had a couple better breakouts, you know, controlled the game a little more and had some big plays by a couple guys at the right time.
Yeah, you did have some guys step up. The core of the team played very well. Your rookies played very well. You can see Mike Kim in there, the coach of the Ironmen. Give this team a little bit of little info. And the thing, though, is that the Ironmen, they need to just let loose. You know, if I was the Ironmen, if I was part of that team, I played for the team for years. And this is the point when something like this was happening, I'd say, guys, let's just go out there and just let loose. Just have a good time and play like yourselves, man. You know,
that's the way this team is built. When they put this team together, that's the type of team that they were trying to build. They weren't trying to build a let's get to our spots alive and win gun battles. They built a fast, athletic, versatile team where any guy could play any spot. That's what we've seen from this team in both Dallas and MAO, where guys switched spots, played both sides of the field, were all over the place, and kept other teams guessing. And that's the type of game they really need to play. But, I mean, if they're going to start winning games, the guys that need to step are Alex Goldman and Marcelo Margot. You know, those are their two guys. That's their LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Those are the two guys that dictate the tempo for the Ironmen, get the rest of the guys going, and allow the role players to fall into their roles and do the things that they need to do to help this team win.
You know, and on the flip side, Dynasty winning 2 events so far this season, and they defeated Tampa Bay Damage in the finals of both Dallas and the Mid-Atlantic Open. And you're talking about a team that was also, they picked up some speedy guys. They got Kyle Spica from the Ironman, Brandon Short, and really, they've got a lot of performance out of their vets. They got a lot of performance out of Tyler Harmon, out of Kyle Spica. The younger guys that they picked up that are really want to be contributors for this team.
Well, you know, and tomorrow they have Infamous tomorrow as well as X Factor. So 2 hard games tomorrow for them as well. So they need to step it up for sure.
So here we go on the breakout. Here come the Ironmen and Dynasty. And it looks like the Ironmen lose a player off the break. Yeah. Dynasty 5 strong.
I think Corey Bornstein got pulled early. The buzzer from the other field went off just a half a second early before this buzzer did, and he took off. That's what we got pulled for. But 5 alive for Dynasty, it looks like, and Danny Park on into the snake with Ironman. He's in snake 2, and he's going to turn the corner and go into Dynasty's side of the field.
Yeah, Danny Park's been so consistent at getting into that snake, and then not only just getting in there, it's not like he's hiding in snake 1. No, he's getting down the field and trying to make things happen. Kyle Spica makes his move into the snake as well. Very close to each other. Kyle Spica's going to giddy up. Looks like they might have traded out. I'm sorry, that was Alex Frazee, not Kyle Spica. So Alex Frazee, the crafty veteran, able to run down Danny Park and clear him out of there. That's what you need to do. Then Ryan Greenspan, he's going to glide into snake 1. And then the snake is also filled by Alex Goldman. So Ryan Greenspan and Alex Goldman, former teammates. And here comes Ryan Greenspan, is going to try to run down Alex Goldman, but he gets shot. I don't know. That wasn't. You don't really see Ryan. Close. You don't see Ryan make a lot of mistakes, and I don't know if he shot his gun ahead of time. But anytime you're going to run somebody down, you got to be really careful. Because if you shoot your gun, you're basically broadcasting that you are making a move. But the chaos ensues over on the Dorito side, and the last guy left alive is Tyler Harmon, and he is going to be able to hang that flag up. So
So, Todd, how much does the weather right now affect different players on the field?
Well, everybody's footing's a little bit more sketchy when you're making moves, you know, because paintball is a game where you're up and down, side to side. You know, you move in every direction. So unless you got some really deep cleats on you, you know, it's kind of hard to make those quick bumps. But everybody's a little bit slower. Everybody's wet, so they're a little bit heavier. It's harder to make moves. But at the same time, when you slide for days. You know, people, that's why you see Danny Park taking the snake on the break. You know, he can dive a little bit earlier, avoid streams of paint, take extra long slides, get into a spot, you know. But, you know, when you're also shooting your gun, paintballs are hitting raindrops, setting them squirrely, flying all over the place. You know, it's tough to deal with sometimes, but, you know, it's a different game, and it happens a lot. So, you know, guys learn how to deal with it.
Here's a perfect example. Look at the replay on the screen right now. So you're going to bunker somebody, and you think they're one place, and they're totally another. And I've done that myself many, many times. It's ghost bunkering, and it's always a bad decision, and it scares you a little bit. But it's the play of the game, and people move on like regular basis. So, you know, it's hard to keep track of people on the field, especially like this, because there's so many bunkers in the field.
Well, in this particular field layout, and we've seen it. We've seen lots of stuff go down. Some crafty moves on the Doritos side. We've seen chaos up the center, lots of run-throughs, and then we've also seen, you know, the snake side as well play pretty strong. So there's so many options out there that it's really easy to lose guys. We've seen a lot of guys get lost out there. And you're seeing the Ironmen get ready to roll. You notice that everyone has those visors on now because water is not a paintball's friend. Water is not your goggles' friend. It's not your gun's friend. So, you know, trying to keep all the moisture they possibly can so they can actually see what they're shooting at out there.
Yeah, everybody that plays knows that when you're breathing hot and heavy into your goggles, you get a little moisture in there. You know, sometimes they can fog up. You want to try and avoid that. Make sure there's no rain coming down your goggles, blurring your vision. As the Ironman, Justin Schwartz gets a bounce on the break. And all 5 bodies look like they get out alive for both teams. Dynasty with 3 bodies on the snake side. They got Spica, Oliver Lang. Ironmen up in the center of the field, Alex Rodriguez.
And there Spica makes his move into snake 1.
Alex Goldman, he comes into snake 1 as well. He's got help behind him in the snake corner. That's also Mike McCormick.
It's also when it gets a little wet, a little rainy, sometimes slows things down too, because it can speed things up depending on just how well your equipment's handling the elements.
Yeah, I mean, here comes Alex Goldman. Everybody sleeps on Alex Goldman. They look to the inside, and he comes from snake 1 to snake 1 and bunkers out Kyle Spica.
However,
almost got Oliver Lang, but no, on Oliver Lang takes snake 1.
But great move right there by Oliver. Recognizing the snake's open right now, getting the snake, diving in. Plus, he has backup right now, as you see. Oliver Lang shooting across the field.
Yeah, Oliver has got, looks like Brandon Short behind him there in the snake corner. So now 2-on-2 over here on the snake side. Justin Schwartz got clipped in the pack off the Dorito side. And now he walks off. Oliver Lang shoots Marcelo Margot, and now he is going to come attacking. Jumps over the snake, comes on the inside.
Oh, man.
Just owns Alex Rodriguez.
And that's why Oliver Lang is one of the best players in the world, Matty.
Yeah, you know, we don't normally get to see Oliver, you know, because he's not the one anymore. He doesn't play the first attacker. And so, but his field vision is awesome. And his timing is impeccable. Yeah. And so,
I wrote that down for you.
Yeah. And so Oliver able to put another point up on the board here for San Diego Dynasty. So the Ironmen again getting another little slow start here, and Oliver Lang actually got himself a 3-pack, got 3 kills there, and Kyle Spica got himself 2. Let's check out these statistics here for both Oliver Lang and Alex Goldman. The big difference for Alex Goldman this year, he's ranked 61st overall. Last year he was 12th, and Oliver Lang 23rd. So Oliver Lang, you know, consistently just a little bit better than Alex this year, and it's been a tough year for Alex, and so we're going to be right back after these messages.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, paint, loaders, tanks, and apparel. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ansgear.com.
All right, we are back here, 2013 PSP Chicago Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. We are watching. There's the Ironmen getting ready to roll in Dynasty. This game brought to you by the home field for both Dynasty and Ironmen. Camp Pendleton Paintball Parks in northern San Diego. Definitely, if you are in the California area, you should definitely get out there, and a big supporter of paintball in that area. Awesome fields to play on. So big shout out to them. They are the match sponsor for this particular game. 16-15 to play here, and it looks like Yosh Rao is going to be in the box for a minor penalty. That's rare.
Yeah, very rare. Now, he's one of the solid players. Not many penalties on him, ever.
And here we go on the breakout. Dynasty is able to get out 4 alive. So again, Rao is in the box, but look at this. Danny Park continuing to get really good penetration on the snake side of the field.
So aggressive, Matty and Todd. I mean, he's getting on the field. Like, if he gets in the snake, I guarantee you he'll be in your snake in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and Alex Frazier gets shot off the snake side as well, and Danny Park going to work. Dalton Vanderbilt gets shot, and he walks off. It's just Ryan Greenspan left. So Ryan Greenspan comes walking off the field right there. So quick executed play by the LA Ironmen right there. And Yosh Rao was actually in that can over there. So I think it was he? Yeah.
However,
I think that might have been Blake Yarber. Oh nope, it was Tyler Harmon who had the penalty.
So
yeah, Tyler Harmon was actually in the box.
But still, then that was a great executed play by the Ironmen. They came down. Danny Park just got down the snake super quick, cross-field shots, and like very, very aggressive play.
Yeah, it's tough to shoot guys on the break going to the snake, you know, on this field. You know, you really have to decide that you're going to shoot that guy instead of to shoot him, because you know, the best lanes to shoot that guy, you know, are from the dead spots, but it's a risk to play those zones.
All right, so the score is now 2-1. Ironmen finally getting on the board here. We got ourselves a 1-point match, 15:31 on the clock, and we'll be right back after this. So here we go, as the rain is starting to go away. Still very windy though. Hoping to get those hook shots when you're shooting corner to corner.
That's the thing though, like Chicago, it rains, and then the sun comes out, it's 900 degrees and humid. Right. We've all been there.
So it's like our favorite thing.
It is. It's so much fun.
Unhuman.
But you know what? The elements are just part of the whole deal. These players are playing their hearts out right now. And Danny Park right there had a 4-pack last game and just went to work.
Yeah, we're like the NFL. We're hardcore out here. You know, we just play through the rain. Not the thunder and lightning, but the rain. So here we go, back to full strength. Our Dynasty.
So you're looking at the split screen, breakout Ironmen on the left, Dynasty on the right, and it appears that Dynasty has 5 bodies alive off the break. Tyler Harmon able to come out because they did lose. Or I'm sorry, they lost that point. So if minor penalties, in case you're unaware how the penalties work, minor penalties, 1-minute minors, and they come off the board if you lose the point. And if you get majors, they're 2 minutes, and you have to do that entire 2 minutes of the game time.
Kyle Spica on your screen right now, getting in the snake for Dynasty. However, Danny Park going to work on this side for the Ironmen. Ironmen are super aggressive right now, Matty.
Yeah, Danny Park, man, so consistently aggressive. But he's going to get run down right now by Kyle Spica, and I think Kyle Spica stayed alive. No, did he get shot by his own guy?
Yeah, I think so.
He might have got shot by his own guy.
I do believe so as well.
Oh, and Spitz tries to come through the middle of right there, Steven Pitts, but he gets chopped up. I don't think he got any bodies either. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Alex Goldman comes through and he gets taken out. So he's walking off the field. Actually, I think oh, no, he's still there. And here comes Oliver Lang.
Oliver Lang.
Well, in Dynasty, 4 players alive to just 1 for the Ironmen. So it appears that unless Stephen Pitts can come up with some crazy, miraculous, insane move, the Dynasty is going to take this point. And Oliver Lang really stepping up this game and doing great damage control and playing that second position, that secondary insert role very well right now on this Snake side.
Oliver playing really, really well this tournament, actually. I'm surprised to see him over here in the Snake side, actually, because he's such a versatile player that, I mean, he can go up the center. I'd love to see Oliver go up the center and kind of do the sneak attack like Damian Ryan does.
Well, I think that we may see that as the games start to play out, but because there are so many options and Oliver is playing well over here on the Snake side and hanging flags, getting kills. He's got 4 confirmed kills so far. He's really contributing for Dynasty on this side of the field. Front players are getting their job done too. Danny's getting really far up here, but Danny's got to be aware that just because you get up the field, sometimes if you don't have that back player behind you rolling your gun, you're just kind of setting yourself up as bait. There's Oliver Lang. He's been playing this game for a long time at a high level, widely considered one of the best players in the world. He's ranked 23rd right now. Consistent stats, good survivability, decent kill stats, and getting some spins out there. Dynasty's so deep. They're so deep though, and so you notice that that guys like Oliver and Ryan are going to play a little more frequently than the rest of the team, but the whole team's getting spins. So the score is now 3-1 with 13:43 left to go. And as both these teams come out here to reset and play this next point, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here. 2013 PSP Chicago Open, almost over 200 teams at this event. And this is historically one of the hardest events to win. LA Infamous won this event last year. Houston Heat dominated the field in 2012. And this year it's been all San Diego Dynasty as they have won the first 2 stops on the circuit. And here we are at the 3rd stop. And now we are looking at Dynasty getting ready to roll here. That is the team, I was just saying, that has won 2 events so far. They are the team to beat here and looking pretty strong here against the Ironmen. Stellar play by Oliver Lang so far. And the Ironmen, look at this, Marcelo Margot, no confirmed kills.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. We talked about that before the game. You know, Marcelo's got to get up, got to get going. As the Ironmen lose Alex Goldman out of the tower on the Snake side first. Dynasty takes the body advantage.
And in the Snake right now, you see on your screen, that's number 7, Alex Frazier, always a threat in the Snake.
Oh, I think Ryan just got a minor penalty. He did. So Ryan Greenspan drawing a minor penalty. He rips his pack off and immediately checks for it. Right now you're looking, the only player left alive on the Snake side on that Greenspan penalty though, Alex Frazier, as both Tyler Harmon and Greenspan come off for that penalty.
You want to make sure that he wipes that hit off of his pack before he comes back out of that penalty box. But only a minor, you know, on a pack hit, so 40 seconds he's going to serve as Alex Frazier tries to hold it down in Snake 1. They also have Yosh Rao and Dalton Vanderbilt. Yosh Rao pounding the bunker of Alex Rodriguez here in Snake 2.
Such a big game for the Ironmen, guys. You know, they really need to win this one. You do not want to go 0-2 on the day and then have to come back tomorrow.
And if you're going to win, Matty, you got to win against Dynasty. If you win against Dynasty, it makes it a lot easier. You make an example of yourself. Say, hey, we can do this, guys. But Alex Rodriguez right now in the Snake, right in front of you, number 3 for the Ironmen.
Ooh.
Well, Ironmen got to play Infamous, and they got to play X Factor tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Dalton Vanderbilt tried to make a move up the Doritos side, got triple tapped in the goggles. But Ryan Greenspan makes it out of the box alive. Then Alex Frazier gets owned by Alex Rodriguez in the Snake. So well, Alex Rodriguez is going to take full control of the Snake right now.
It's a good job. It's a good thing that for Dynasty that Ryan was able to get out of the box alive because they did lose Alex right then, but they lost
Yosh.
Yeah, they lost Yosh, so just Ryan left, and Ironman, Alex Rodriguez running through. So here come the Ironmen, and they're going to put another point on the board with 11 minutes and 34 seconds to play here. And we got ourselves a 1-point game. Steven Pitts, Alex Rodriguez, Mike McCormick, and Marcelo Margot stepping up in that game, especially Marcelo. We had just said that he didn't have any confirmed kills up until this point, but now Marcelo getting himself 2. So that's what they need. You know, they need big games out of Marcelo. They need big games out of Alex Goldman. You're going to hear us continue to talk about that because those are the main, you know, those are the guys that they picked up, and the Ironman was like, look, we want to build a championship roster. Let's bring Marcelo, let's bring Mouse, Alex Goldman back into the fold, and they came up in the Ironman, up into their organization. So, and both those guys, Marcelo particularly, has had a pretty good year so far. He's statting pretty well. Goldman's struggled a little bit. He's a little bit low, but still, they need big games out of those guys. So Marcelo finally stepping up. He gets 2 kills. I believe Danny Park's playing awesome for the Ironman over here on the Snake side.
Very, very quick. Very quick.
Yeah, so we got a technical timeout. We're going to be right back after these messages. And here we go, 3-2, 1-point game, 11:27 left on the clock. Los Angeles Ironmen taking on San Diego Dynasty. And right now, Dynasty with a slight 1-point lead. Ironmen finally getting back in the game here and getting some production out of their stars.
There's Mike Paxton right there, and Alex Goldman, Danny Park. I think I also saw, I think it was Steven Pitts out there. But like stellar players, and those are the guys you want in the game as it's coming down. Danny Park is super, super aggressive in the snake.
Well, he's earning his spins right now. He's earning his reps because anytime Mike puts him out there, he's getting into the snake. Now, he is getting run down a little bit in there, but he's got 2 kills. So he's definitely contributing. So here we go, and it looks like Danny Park's going to go to snake 1 off the break again. See if he makes it in there clean. They do lose Mike Paxton, though, behind him.
Dude, Danny Park is so fast. I mean, and once you get, if he's in there in the snake, he's definitely going to be a problem, without question. Up against Kyle Spica right now, heads up. Paintball, you see Kyle Spica on the left side of the screen.
And there goes Danny Park, turns the corner, gets into snake 2. But he is going to need some support. You know, he's got Alex Goldman behind him, but Alex Goldman really focused on the Dorito side of the field right now. Danny Park gets his first kill, shoots Blake Yarber out of that tall tower on the Dorito side. So evening, the body's up. Right now, 4-on-4 is Danny Park, and Alex Goldman bumps out to the corner to give Danny some support.
Well, the snake side's doing most of the damage for Dynasty right now. Oliver's got 4 kills. Kyle Spica's got 4 kills. Now Danny Park's starting to run people down instead of getting run down. And it looks like he was clean. Great
move right there by Danny Park. And here comes Oliver Lang.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And that's experience right there. I mean, Oliver Lang is probably one of the best players in the world. And just took his time, getting the snake. He's one of the best, well, one of the better snake players there is.
Marcelo Margot goes flying down the Dorito side. Alex Goldman comes out of the corner, and he goes into the snake. And he is going to trade with Oliver Lang, and this is where losing Mike Paxton on the break hurts you, because now Brandon Short has the entire snake side to himself. and he is going to go to work on Marcelo Margot.
But Todd, you see that on a snake like this. You know, you load up that side. When you do, it's just back and forth battles, and then you just want to have one guy left alive over there. Now look at this big move made all the way on the
Look at this move by Marcelo Margot right there.
Oh, and Glenn Takamoto is going to get a major penalty for spinning on Marcelo on that move, and it is now a one-on-one. No, Brandon Short should be getting pulled, and he does. So Marcelo Margot in a 3-on-1 or a 2-on-1 makes the move on Glenn Takamoto.
And we had just talked about that. They need Marcelo to step up, and sure enough, look what happens. Marcelo makes a big move down on that Dorito side, gets a couple kills, and then able to stay alive and hang that flag. It definitely helped out that Glenn Takamoto got that penalty, though.
Yeah, that was definitely a 2-on-1. Marcelo made that move.
That's right, Matty. I mean, you've been talking about Marcelo Margot like all weekend, and look at the stats right now, Marcelo.
Number 5, ranked 5th overall. So, you know, don't want to harp on him too much because he has been putting in some work for the Ironmen this year. Yeah, but, you know, look at that. He's getting a lot of reps, starting 90% of the time. And really good G percentage right there as far as how many kills he's getting per point. Almost 1 kill per point. Now, a lot of people out there might be, if you're just kind of new to seeing the paintball statistics, weren't following the webcast last year, the measure of greatness as far as how many kills per point is right around 1. We still have yet to see the actual kill count leader and the G count leader, which is Justin Rabikoff, and he plays with Edmonton Impact. They will be playing later on this afternoon, and he's a little over 1 kill per point. So Marcelo is definitely, you know, he was almost the Top Gun title holder from 2012. He's narrowly lost out to his teammate at the time, Alexander Bernikoff, Malloy, and he was the 2012 Top Gun. But, you know, Marcelo, we're used to seeing stuff like that out of him. So yeah, if you go a couple games and don't see Marcelo do something big, like, whoa, where's Marcelo? Sure enough, he steps right up, handles business.
And you called that earlier, Matty. I mean, we're talking about the Ironmen, and certain players need to step up the game. Matty called it. He's like, we need Marcelo Margot to step up the game, and that's exactly how Marcelo is playing right now. He needs to. What he does and what he did is exactly how Marcelo plays.
Well, he's trained. He trains all the time anyway. But this particular event, he was putting in a lot of work.
He has like 17 abs. For the love of, I have like 1. I mean, but the kid, he's very dedicated to the sport. ACL torn twice.
Yeah,
twice.
It was one of the big stories from last year was that Marcelo, though he just actually turned 23 a couple days ago, but he's already blown his ACL out twice, and you know the doctor had told him at the time, dude, you're never going to play again. And he just refused to let that be his destiny, and you know, almost was the best player in the world last year.
Oh, and Ryan Greenspan gets shot on the break. Another body gets shot. Yosh Rao gets shot. Just Brandon Short. Here comes Danny Park.
Look at the Ironmen coming down the field. They are just super, super aggressive. Here comes Alex Goldman putting the paint on Brandon Short right now.
Oh, and he rips Short's neck apart.
I think
and they need to run and grab the flag because they have an opportunity right here to take the lead and extend it, and Danny Park will put the 4th point on the board for the LA Ironmen to go up 1, and still 105 left on that penalty right there.
So Ironmen fighting back, finally getting the lead. This is their, you know, this is what we needed to see out of them. If you're an Ironman fan out there, you wanted to see them really push the action, start to shoot guys off the break, and have their big players have big games. Yeah. So with Marcelo Margot now 6 confirmed kills. Justin Swartz 5, Danny Park 5, Alex Godin 4, so they're starting to spread it up, and that's why that lead is in the Ironmen's favor. 4-3 is our score with 8 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in this match. We'll be right back after this.
Oh yeah, golf. Night night. Oh yeah, golf. Oh yeah. Night night. Or
Mike Hinman. Mike, how is this field layout playing to your strengths?
I mean, it's a fast field. We're a fast team. We're punching, you know. We've tried to punch against Vicious. Didn't work so well. It's working well now. If anybody's going to beat Dynasty, and they're the team to beat right now, you're going to have to go at them. And this field is definitely a little more tailor-made, straight down snake. We can play some paintball, you know. That's what we're doing. It's a little wet out here, so sliding forever, but it's what it is.
All right, well, they're looking good. We'll see if they can keep the lead.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. There they are on the screen right now. Los Angeles Ironmen rebuilding their roster here this year. Lots of off-season moves for the Ironmen. And actually, this is
everybody.
Yeah, for every, it's always like that. It's a crazy offseason. This was a particularly crazy offseason. But they switched up coaches. They got Mike Hinman coaching the team right now. He used to coach Dynasty last season. And then also, there was a little bit of flip-flop of players as Brandon Short and Kyle Spica left the Ironmen to come over to Dynasty. And that was the first 2 events that they won this year. Those were Kyle Spica's first victories ever as a professional. So definitely paid off for him.
Well, he's been up and coming for a long time. I mean, he's an amateur player for a long time, and coming up from the Viper crew, who's an amateur team here, Division I, Division II. He's coming to his own, and he earned his spot. Super cool kid, but super hot and cold as well.
He's getting more consistent. The big thing with Kyle is that he's just got to believe in his talent. And he finally did that. Start of the season, had a huge event for Dynasty in Texas. And now the Ironmen starting to lose bodies as Stephen Pitts gets taken out by Dalton Vanderbilt.
Oh, and Ironmen lose 2 bodies. They had the body advantage on the break, as Dynasty still has their body in the box, but unable to get anybody on the break. Yosh Rao just gets shot right now. And here comes Justin Schwartz running down the field. Ooh, I think he's going to get a major. Absolutely.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
Look at this. Wow.
Did you see that, Todd?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with it
Justin
right now.
took off. Justin took off. Ryan Greenspan switched, and Dalton came to the inside to protect himself, and Ryan shot him, and Justin got shot in the top of the loader and in the arm and just kept going. So he grabbed a major right there.
Worst timing, man. You know, they're up by 1. They're finally got the momentum. They fought to get it as Dynasty took the early lead, and then Ironman fought back and they get it, and then, you know, Justin Schwartz a little bit too much aggression over there, and unfortunately for the Ironman, he's going to have to spend the next 2 minutes in that penalty box.
Yeah, on a close game too. It's 4-4 right now. During the hang flag. Justin, he's a super aggressive player that just needs to relax a little bit. I like his style. I love Justin's style. He's very aggressive, in your face, very intense. And he's probably one of the best Dorito players out there right now.
You know, and he played on Dynasty too.
Yeah.
It's a very
animosity.
incestual relationship between these 2 teams. There's been lots of back and forth as far as players over the years, but they're both Southern California powerhouse teams. They're the 2 best teams from Southern California. I mean, yeah, the LA Infamous has the name LA Infamous, and they were when they were founded, that's where everybody lived. But over time, that team is really morphed more into a Midwest-based team. At least most of the guys on the team are from there. So it looks like we have Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines with Blake Yarber. Well, actually, we don't have that. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick that up. But yeah, so the thing is that with the back and forth with the players over the years, you know, it's just going to happen. Guys need to find where they feel who they want to play with, and it's just been back and forth. You know, and before the season, Marcelo had to decide who he wanted to play with. Did he want to come back to the Ironmen, take a little bit more of a leadership role after he bounced around from team to team, back with a team that he won 2 championships with when he was just a teenager when he first came up, or go to Dynasty, and he decided to go with the Ironmen.
Yeah, you know, and these 2 teams are like, it's a brotherhood at the same time, but they both want to win at the end of the day. All the way to Snake in the break, split screen breakout, Ironman on your left, Dynasty on your right. However, losing Alex Goldman on the break.
Yeah, and it's a tie game right now with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to play, so losing your main attacker over here on the Snake side, not good for the Ironmen. They still have 1 player over here on the Snake side of the field. It's Alex Rodriguez. And now you're looking at Dynasty's lineup now, back on the Ironmen, and that's Alex Rodriguez on the right-hand portion of your screen.
And Dynasty got their body back, so they are at full strength. Still got 125 on the penalty for the Ironmen. And Kyle Spica into the Snake, coming all the way down to the end. going to start dealing across the field. They got Marcelo Margot in the Dorito 1. Steven Pitts next to him, but he gets chopped up, so he's running off the field right now, and there goes Alex Rodriguez, and such a huge penalty.
And as you said, Matty, earlier, like Kyle Spica, man, coming into his own, playing very, very well, noticing the field, coming out strong, getting the snake, and coming all the way down the field in these guys.
Yes, Kyle Spica just got shot by his own player right there as Dynasty was sorting out the bodies, so he's going to walk off. But that's Tyler Harmon right there on your screen right now, hanging the flag for Dynasty.
Well, you know, the guys on Dynasty just were tired of Spica stealing their glory over here on the snake side.
I was going to say that too, Matty.
It's like, no, that's my flag, man. Sorry. Shot him in the back.
So, like on a regular, before every game with Avalanche, we used to shoot Steve Rabikoff right in the calf every game. I think we all shot him at one time or another. And it get him psyched up. It made him faster. But Steve Rabikoff was probably one of the best snake players.
Yeah, that extra shot in the calf was just to get him motivated, get his head right, you know. There you see Dynasty Pitts right there.
Alex Frazier, one of the premier players. I mean, he's been around for a long time, and he's a very seasoned player. Probably one of the leaders on the team without question. And at his age, he's still playing phenomenal paintball.
Yeah, he's been doing work. He definitely had a really, really good last event, you know, getting into that snake out there at MAO, playing it really smart, slow, and then, you know, getting up the field when it was necessary, getting kills, making good trades, shooting bodies. You know, although Ryan Greenspan did win the MVP for the last event, thought Alex Frazier really played such a huge role in dictating the tempo of every single game out there at MAO.
Well, Alex Frazier was the finals MVP, but the People's Choice MVP for 2 events in a row has been Ryan.
Yeah.
So everyone watching out there has voted Ryan in twice now in a row. And but Alex was given that award based on the strength of his play in the beginning of that finals game to put Dynasty up a bunch of 3 points, and then Damage was only able to come back and score 2. And but it was a lot of it was was Alex Frazier in that snake in the finals.
And still down 1 body right now as this point's about to break out. 47 seconds left on the penalty. The Ironmen do get the 4 bodies that they have out alive, and Yosh Rao gets shot on the break for Dynasty. So it's 4-on-4 right now, but Justin Schwartz will be coming out of the box in about 30 seconds.
And Yosh Rao just having a rough time at Matty right now. I mean, he's getting shot, which is very uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, Yosh is one of the more consistent guys out there, and Yosh has just been, you know, Yosh was the MVP of the finals from Dallas because he was able to pull off 2 one-on-ones in a row against Damage and did it about as flawless as you can, but struggling in this game right here.
On your screen, that's Alex Frazier, like I said before, getting in the snake, and he's very, very dangerous when he gets in there.
Yeah, coming up the Doritos side right now, Dalton Vanderbilt for Dynasty. Justin Schwartz able to get out of the box. That's going to allow Alex Goldman to dip out to the snake corner. So now Ironmen with the huge advantage over here on the snake side, but their entire Dorito side is blown, and Dalton Vanderbilt is standing in the wide open, just chops up Justin Schwartz and Alex Goldman, and here comes Ryan Greenspan, and he is going to end Danny Park's game. And that's going to put
Danny Park's
Dynasty up 6-4.
So 1 point away here with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Danny Park riddled with paint walking off. And he got shot about 15 times.
And I actually had a chance to talk to Danny Park earlier. He's like, hey, man, I'm getting up in there. I'm doing my work. You know, I'm getting shot, but, you know, it's good getting up in the snake and just going to work because Danny Park is so fast and he's so small. I mean, he's fast.
Well, he's an ideal snake player. Got a great attitude,
Absolutely.
Great work ethic, willing to put the effort in. He's naturally talented, and actually he was another one of those guys that took a little bit of time away from the game. And I was talking to Marcelo about when Danny Park actually came back, and Danny had expressed interest in coming back to play again, and Marcelo was like, all right, come get some reps with us, you know, next weekend. And Danny was like, you know, I think I'm going to go play with the divisional team, because basically he hadn't played, and he literally hadn't picked up a gun in like 2 years. And so he didn't want to go out and embarrass himself, essentially. But Marcelo talked him into coming out anyway. It was like, don't worry about it, man. We know you're going to be a little bit rusty. No big deal. We want to have you involved. And so Danny came out and actually played pretty well right away.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so now, and that what's crazy to think is even though he's had a little bit of a time away from the game, that he's still playing as good as he is now. So there's a lot of upside to Danny Park. And there's the guys bringing all the statistics in for you guys. Definitely go to paintballaccess.com and check out the statistics, and make up your own minds as to who, just look at all the numbers. There's 6 different metrics that we use in order to find out who, we put those all together, and they're all weighed. It's kind of like the quarterback ranking in football to figure out what the overall player ranking is. And right now, heading into this event, it was Bobby Aviles.
Well, there's so many people here behind the scenes that you guys can't see. I mean, the staff here, it's a hard work, like coming up with all the numbers and everything, and the amount of work that's put into keeping these things on track and helping us out up here in the booth is, you guys, I wish I could tell you what I could see, because there's so many people here making this possible for everybody.
So here we go, Ironman and Dynasty. Dynasty 1 point away from taking this victory. Kyle Spica having a big game, 6 confirmed kills. Same with Oliver, laying 8 confirmed kills for him. Ironman, Marcelo Margot getting his 7. And Danny Park, like we were just talking about, man, real big contributor, even though he just got shot off the break there. 5 confirmed kills for him, but that's not going to bode well for the Ironman's chances to get back in this match, losing their first attacker over here on the Snake side of the field. Looking at the back line for Ironman, going to have to get it going. So here we go, potentially the last point.
And right now, let's go on Lauren Keller real quick on the field and see what she has to say about this field.
So we'll get to Lauren. Looks like she has Tyler, but let's watch what could potentially be the last point here. So with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Dynasty 1 point away from taking their 2nd victory of the day. And the Ironmen might be saddled with 2 losses if they lose this point. So crucial moments here on the field, as now making his way down the Snake side of the field is Kyle Spica. Kyle Spica past the 50-yard line.
And you called it, Maddie. Sun's coming out right now. It's going to be a beautiful day the rest of the day, I'm telling you.
Yeah, the weather's finally blown through. Oh, and Alex Goldman trying to aggressively push forward and not able to do it. Gets chopped up by, I think that was Brandon Short that got shot on him. And then Kyle Spica.
I think Brandon Short got shot bonus balling Alex Goldman, too.
Wow.
Did he?
Yeah. But that leaves just Oliver Lang over here. And here's going to come Oliver, and he is going to drop the hammer on the last body. But he's going to get shot. Oh, no, there was Marcelo. So Oliver got shot by Marcelo. As Oliver went and bunkered Spitz, but Marcelo gets shot by the last body, and I believe that's Blake Yarber.
Great game, though. I mean, the back and forth battle. I mean, Dynasty really coming out and playing good paintball. I mean, the weather clearing up kind of helped, I think, a little bit.
Well, that's always going to give you a little boost of mental spirit there when it finally stops pouring rain down on you. But yeah, awesome job by the whole crew of Dynasty to win this really close match. As referee checking out last player left alive, and it looks like that hang is going to be clean. So we have Lauren Kelly on the sidelines. Well, one of these days we're going to get down to that interview. But anyway, so the final score 7-4, and Dynasty looking really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they came out. I mean, it was a back and forth battle all day, Maddie. I like the Ironman spirit, though. I mean, they played a lot better earlier. I mean, today, like now than earlier, because they didn't play very well earlier.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It's tough out here. I mean, these are the best teams in the world. It's going to be back and forth battles as we've seen all day long. We're going to continue to see that all tournament long. But the Ironmen just still not good enough. Not good enough. Marcelo stepped up. He had a good game. Danny Park stepped up. We still need to see a little bit more out of Alex Goldman.
Yes, absolutely. He is one of the better players in the world.
And also, yeah, for sure. I mean, when you look at historically and ask anyone out here, any of the top players in the league, give me 5 best snake guys in the world, Alex's name is going to be in there.
Without question.
For sure.
On my list, without question.
Yeah, absolutely. So also make sure to follow us on social media, share our content, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and share our content with the world, trying to get the paintball gospel out there. And it looks like we finally have the interview down on the sidelines. Laura Kelly is down. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, down here with Tyler Harmon from Dynasty. You guys just beat Ironmen. Congratulations. How is the weather affecting the play out here?
The weather actually makes it a lot easier to play. When it's raining, we can do more things and slide a lot further, so it's a little bit fun.
All right, it was looking like a close game there, but you guys were able to dictate the pace of the game at the end. What was your strategy?
Well, the strategy was no more penalties. You know, we were getting penalties, and that was really, really hurting us out there. So once we stopped doing that, and we made sure we were shooting our shots off the break and getting in the spots and just locking it up, making it happen.
Well, congrats. A good first day for Dynasty.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what happens next.
Thank you.
Check this out, the Imperial program from GI Sports. Get 100% of your paint money back in cash. Sign up, win, paint's free. Take second, get half your paint cash back. Not good enough? How about more cash? Have your team rock our V-Force GI logo grills, get first place, then we'll throw you another $1,000 cash. Second place? No problem. We got $500 with your name on it. It's a total no-brainer. Sign up for the Imperial program at gisports.com.
There are massive opportunities, both for the sport of paintball and for your business. If we are successful in taking our sport to another level, unite with Paintball Access in our quest to elevate paintball and broadcast it to the world. There are advertising packages available for any size business. Join us. Advertise with PBA and help us change the sport for the better, forever.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Kyle, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the A&S Gear Warehouse. So go ahead and follow me. This is our retail showroom where we have all the latest and greatest gear. Go ahead and follow me back to the warehouse. In this aisle of our gun room, we have some die products. We've got our die rotors, we've got some die guns, we've got our GOG Ecstasies. In this aisle, we have some of our Luxes, we have some of our tanks, we've got some Bob Longs and some Empire Axes. On this aisle, we have some more of our Luxes, we have our Planet Eclipse, we got the LV1, and all the way down, we have all of our Ninja tanks. In our gear bag aisle, we have die, we have Planet, and we have HK. So this is our t-shirt section. We have t-shirts from HK Army, Die, and Empire, just to name a few. So this is our paintball aisle where we have RPS, Valken, and GI Sports. This is our mask section. We have Sly Profits, we have Die I4s, we have E-Flexes, and we have V-Forces. This is our massive selection of apparel. We have brands like Planet Eclipse, HK, Die, and Valken. This is our small parts section. We have our barrels in here. We have Planet Eclipse, we have Lapco, we have Smart Parts. If you want to follow me down this way. Down over here, we've got some Bob Long stuff. And then over here, we have some Tippmann, some more Empire. And then we have our lenses over here. And we have our headbands all along this wall. So these are our pulling tables where we pull all the product and we check it 3 times before we send it out to you. At A&S Gear, we offer a variety of shipping options, from free shipping to orders over $100 to international, next day, and Saturday delivery. This is our customer service department where you can contact us via live chat, by phone, or by email. Thanks for checking out the warehouse tour, guys, and be sure to go online and check out all of our great deals at ansgear.com.